So as Nancy Botox Pelosi has all of official insider Washington, including the mainstream media, all hot, bothered, and near orgasmic frenzy over the possibility of impeaching Donald Trump, although she's never going to go through with it. Why is she so quiet about the aspect that President Trump keeps bringing up the fact that Joe Biden and his son, when it comes to Ukraine, are stone cold crooked? Why has she not come out to defend the vice president? Is it because her own son did business in Ukraine? Paul Pelosi Jr. serves as the president and the CEO of Visco Oil. They have imported oil from Ukraine. They also work with an affiliate of Visco Oil in Ukraine, NRG Lab, developing, alternative fuel, alternative energy sources. Again, Ukraine. Real similar to Hunter Biden. The only difference is maybe Pelosi Jr. actually knows something about the oil business. Why he even got his mother to come out and represent him, represent the company, and even shill for him a little bit.
They are developing desirable, efficient cars that get more than 100 miles per gallon. My son Paul, who is here with me, tells me that is par for the course and not to be overwhelmed by that prospect that would be considered the normal.
We're having a very exciting day here in Washington, D.C. A lot of focus on innovation and technology to help solve a lot of the world's energy crisis. My name's Paul Pelosi. Of course, I'm on the board of Visco Oil. And Visco's here today to talk about accelerating the future.
Bill Maher recently said on Real Time on HBO, what is it with these politicians' kids? Can't they just go out and get real bleep jobs? Now, from all practical understanding of this, Paul Jr. got this job as the VP of Visco Oil, and there's no indication, and I'm not actually inferring that he's done anything illegal in Ukraine. There was a whole lot of business going on in the Ukraine, despite the fact all kinds of warnings from our State Department how corrupt everything was over there. So why would you do business in a place that's corrupt? Now, Paul Manafort and his dealings over in Ukraine certainly happened long before any known affiliation, association, or meeting of Donald Trump. Yet Hillary Rodham Clinton certainly found out about it while she was digging up dirt on Donald Trump. Oh, what was the source she was using? Ukraine. And who did she feed this information about Paul Manafort to? Oh, Barack Obama, the alleged POTUS 44 of the United States. What did he do with it? Well, he even warned the incoming Trump administration, there's problems with Paul Manafort. How did he know that? How did he know that? So now you have Nancy Pelosi, creating this fake, phony, fraudulent, not going anywhere impeachment proceeding against Trump because there is no there. And they keep ratcheting up. Oh, this whistleblower, cover's blown, and now we know they were actually meeting with Adam Schiff for brains, getting pointers on how to actually go about, blowing the whistle. And Adam Schiff knew about it before, even members within the government whose job it is to know these things. So they don't want you distracted by the truth, so they go out and they find yet another whistleblower. Yeah, and just the band played on. But it's interesting to note that Pelosi's son's company is under investigations for securities fraud. In fact, reported by Red State Online, it seems that the public management of the company, which is Paul Pelosi Jr. as the front man, the face, well, he was actually in an arrangement where he was the front guy because the company was actually being controlled by two convicted felons. No, 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 no. And again, this company did business in Ukraine. So I go back to what Bill Maher said. What is it with these politicians' kids? Either they got to have their politician parent get them a job, or once they get their own job, they use their parents' political connection and clout to benefit themselves financially. And maybe even, got to give a campaign contribution to mom. We might call that a kickback, but it's a campaign contribution. After all, Nancy Botox Pelosi, the middle-class housewife that went to Congress and is now a multi-millionaire. How did that happen? The more you start digging into this stuff, you find out that especially those who are career politicians, and I'm not distinguishing between Democrat or Republican, career politician, they take their job as a license to steal, in particular from vulnerable countries that on one hand depend on us for help, and apparently we can leverage for our own personal financial gain. Joe Biden. And now perhaps Nancy Pelosi. Well, that's it for this little mini rant. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, make sure you're a subscriber to the channel. Smack the bell so that you get notification of all of my rants. And if you are brand new here, please subscribe.